Chapter 19. Respect mattresses, citizens. Lisa wanna grab some lunch. Now I'm not really feeling it. I already ate yesterday. I don't get you. I'm not eating any fake rabbit. Suit yourself, dummy. I can't live on vegetarian sausages. Fine, have some apple pie today. I'm just not in the mood. Come on, appetite comes with eating. Comes or goes? Comes. No, it goes. What's all this about? Keep it down, everyone can hear. Young couple switched to a dramatic whisper. 2 minutes later, Nick realized for the first time in their 3 months of marriage that his beloved wife liked carrot, potato, and pea sausages a lot less than he did. So you'd rather eat dog food than healthy food, Nick shouted, forgetting about the neighbors and his passion. Keep your voice down, Lisa yelled back just as loudly, and you're being mean to me. Yes, I like meat, sometimes. What's so bad about that? Nick was stunned into silence. This was an unexpected turn. Meat would punch a huge, unfillable hole in Nick's budget. Pacing along the mattress where Lisa sat curled up in a ball, her face flushed, the young husband made desperate calculations. Copying onto tracing paper at the Technosilla drafting office gave Nick Kalashev no more than 40 rubles in even the best months. Nick didn't pay for the apartment. In their little village, there was no housing manager, and rent was an abstract concept. 10 rubles went to Lisa's dressmaking and tailoring courses at a school with the rights of a construction technical college. Lunch for two, 1 first course monastery borscht, and 1 second course fake rabbit or real noodles, honestly split in half at the Thou Shalt Not Steal vegetarian cafeteria, ate up 15 rubles a month. The rest of the money vanished who knew where. This bothered Nick the most. Where does the money go, he wondered, drawing a long, thin line on the sky blue tracing paper with his ruling pen. Under these conditions, switching to a meat-eating diet meant disaster. So Nick began to speak fervently. Just think about it, devouring the corpses of dead animals, cannibalism disguised as culture. All diseases come from meat. Sure, Lisa said with shy irony, like, for example, tonsillitis. Yes, and tonsillitis. What do you think? An organism weakened by constant meat consumption can't resist infection. That's so stupid. It's not stupid. Stupid is the person who tries to stuff their stomach without caring about the number of vitamins. Are you saying I'm an idiot? That's stupid. A stupid idiot. Please stop it. What is this, really? Nick suddenly fell silent. More and more, blocking out the background of bland and lifeless noodles, soups, porridge, and potato mush, a large pork cutlet appeared before Nick's inner eye. It had clearly just jumped out of the frying pan. It was still sizzling, bubbling, and releasing spicy smoke. The bone stuck out of the cutlet like a dueling pistol. You have to understand, Nick cried. Some pork cutlet takes a week off a person's life. Let it, Lisa said. Fake rabbit takes off half a year. Yesterday, when we ate that carrot stew, I felt like I was dying. I just didn't want to tell you. Why didn't you want to tell me? I didn't have the strength. I was afraid I'd cry. And now you're not afraid. Now I don't care anymore. Liza burst into tears. Leo Tolstoy, Nick said in a trembling voice, didn't eat meat either. Yeah, Lisa replied, hiccuping from tears. The Count ate asparagus. Asparagus isn't meat. But when he wrote War and Peace, he ate meat. He ate. And when he wrote Anna Karenina, he gobbled it down. Gobbled it down. Gobbled it down. Shut up. Gobbled it down, gobbled it down, gobbled it down. And when he wrote the Kreutzer Sonata, did he gobble it down then too? Nick asked venomously. The Kreutzer Sonata is short. Let him try to write War and Peace while living on vegetarian sausages. Why are you picking on me with your Tolst? Why am I picking on you with Tolst? Me, am I picking on you with Tolst? Nick also switched to the formal you. In the apartments, people were gleefully listening. Lisa hastily pulled a blue knitted hat from the back of her head down over her forehead. Where are you going? Leave me alone, I'm going on an errand. And Lisa ran away. Where could she have gone? Nick wondered. He listened. Your sister has been given a lot of freedom under Soviet power, they said in the apartment on the far left. She'll drown herself, they decided in the 3rd apartment. The 5th apartment lit the Primus stove and went about their usual kisses. Lisa ran anxiously through the streets. It was that time on a Sunday when the lucky ones were hauling mattresses and chests of drawers from the Smolensk market along the Arbet. Newlyweds and Soviet middle-class citizens are the main buyers of spring mattresses. They carry them upright and hug them with both arms. How could they not hug the blue foundation of their happiness, covered in glossy, smug-faced flowers? Citizens respect the spring mattress in blue flowers. It is the family hearth, the alpha and omega of furniture, the sum total of domestic comfort, the base of love, the father of the Primus stove. How sweet it is to sleep under the democratic ringing of its springs. What sweet dreams does a person see, falling asleep on its blue burlap? What respect does every mattress owner enjoy? person deprived of a mattress is pathetic. He doesn't exist. He doesn't pay taxes, doesn't have a wife. Acquaintances don't lend him money until Wednesday. Taxi drivers hurl insults after him. Girls laugh at him. They don't like idealists. A person deprived of a mattress mostly writes poetry. Under the soft chime of clocks, it's pleasant to relax in a rocking chair. Snowflakes swirl in the yard, and like dreams, jackdaws fly. He writes these poems behind a high telegraph counter, delaying busy mattress owners who have come to send telegrams. Mattress breaks a person's life. In its upholstery and springs, there is some force attractive and still unexplored. People and things flock to the beckoning ringing of its springs. The tax collector and girls come. They want to be friends with mattress owners. The tax collector does this for fiscal purposes, pursuing the benefit of the state, and the girls selflessly obeying the laws of nature. The flowering of youth begins. The tax collector, having collected the tax like a bee collects the spring bribe, flies off with a joyful hum to his district hive. And the wife and the jewel number one, Primus stove, replace the departed girls. Mattress is insatiable. It demands sacrifices. At night, it makes the sound of a falling sword. It needs a bookcase. It needs a table on stupid pedestals. Clanging its springs, it demands curtains, drapes, and kitchenware. It pushes a person and says to him, "Go and buy a sideboard and a rocking chair. I'm ashamed of you, person. You still don't have a rug. Work, I'll soon bring you children. You need money for diapers and a stroller." The mattress remembers everything and does everything its own way. Even the poet cannot escape the common fate. Here he is, carrying a mattress from the Sakharevsky market, pressing himself to its soft belly in horror. "Break your stubbornness, poet," says the mattress. "You won't have to run to the telegraph to write poems anymore. And in general, is it worth writing them? Serve, and the balance will always be in your favor. Think about your wife and children." "I don't have a wife," the poet cries, recoiling from the springy teacher. "She will be, and I won't guarantee that she'll be the most beautiful girl on earth. I don't even know if she'll be kind. Prepare for anything. You will have children." "I don't like children." "You will love them." "You're scaring me, citizen mattress." "Shut up, you fool. You don't know everything. You'll even take out a furniture loan from Mostrev." "I'll kill you, mattress." "You little punk. If you dare to do that, the neighbors will report you to the housing management office." So every Sunday, under the joyful ringing of mattresses, the lucky ones circulate through Moscow. But this is not the only thing that makes a Moscow Sunday remarkable, of course. Sunday is Museum Day. There's a special category of people in Moscow. They don't understand anything about painting, aren't interested in architecture, and are indifferent to historical monuments. This category visits museums solely because they are located in beautiful buildings. These people wander through the dazzling halls, enviously examine the painted ceilings, touch things that are forbidden to touch, and constantly mutter, "Wow, people lived." Don't care that the walls are painted by the Frenchman Puvis de Chavins. It's important for them to know how much it cost the former owner of the mansion. They climb the stairs with marble statues on the landings and imagine how many lackeys stood here, how much salary and tips each lackey received. There is porcelain on the fireplace, but they, paying no attention to it, decide that the fireplace is not a profitable thing. Too much firewood is used. In the dining room paneled with oak, they don't examine the remarkable carvings. They are tormented by one thought: what did the former merchant owner eat here, and how much would it cost at today's high prices? You can find such people in any museum. While the tour march briskly from one masterpiece to another, such a person stands in the middle of the hall and, without looking at anything, mumbles, yearning, "Wow, people lived." Lisa ran down the street, swallowing tears. Thoughts spurred her on. She thought about her happy and poor life. If there was just a table and 2 chairs, it would be really good, and we need to get a Primus stove eventually. We need to somehow get settled. She slowed down because she suddenly remembered the quarrel with Nick. Besides, she was very hungry. Hatred for her husband flared up in her suddenly. "This is just outrageous," she said aloud. She wanted to eat even more. Fine, I know what to do myself." Lisa, blushing, bought a sandwich with boiled sausage from a street vendor. No matter how hungry she was, eating on the street seemed inappropriate. After all, she was still a mattress owner and had a subtle understanding of life. She looked around and entered the entrance of a large mansion. There, experiencing great pleasure, she began to eat the sandwich. The boiled dog food was seductive. A large tour entered the entrance. Passing by Lisa standing by the wall, the tourists looked at her. "Let them see," decided the embittered Lisa.